Hello again. I'm sure that regular readers of the comments on this channel will be familiar with the various words used to indicate Jews without actually using the word. They are referred to as the juice, as in orange juice, or the jays, or the chews, as in mastication. The only people who ever use such expressions are those who dislike Jews. Normal people simply use the word Jews. Why wouldn't they? Another popular euphemism is the expression Zios. This is an abbreviated form of Zionists, of course, and has the advantage of providing plausible deniability in that you can claim, if anybody objects, that it's only those nasty Zionists whom you dislike, rather than Jews in general. You people are deceived, of course. Zios really means Jews. So it was that when I saw a clip of film the other day showing a young fellow studying PPE at Oxford chanting, Gaza, Gaza, make us proud, the Zios in the ground, I was at once aware that this was a call for the death of Jews. One grimly amusing aspect of the matter is that the chap in question, Samuel Williams, calls himself a native German and says that his family are from Bavaria. He has, it seems, a passion for German culture. Of course, the connection with Bavaria and demands for putting Jews in the ground will be immediately apparent to many of us. The first German concentration camp, Dachau, was opened in Bavaria, and many of us will be familiar with the Nuremberg rallies. I quite see how passion for German culture can cause one to start urging folk to bury Jews. It's a natural enough association. It seems that even the Metropolitan Police have been unable to turn a blind eye to a man from Bavaria calling for the death of Jews, and this young man has now been arrested. I'm fascinated by the way in which hatred of Jews has surfaced again in this country after having lain dormant for so many years. The war in the Middle East has had the effect of making calls for genocide respectable, and so we have seen people demanding the ethnic cleansing of Israel until the area is Judenfrei or free of Jews. I suppose that it is this kind of thing which gave the student at Oxford the idea that it might be okay to call for the death of Jews in this way, but he seems to have miscalculated. Incidentally, after all those marches demanding a ceasefire and end to the war, it will be interesting to see if such things now come to an end since there is a ceasefire and the war is over. My guess is that it will not happen like that and that the marches will continue because the real purpose is nothing to do with the ceasefire in Gaza, but rather it's a call for the expulsion of Jews from the Middle East. And this will become gradually more clear in the coming months, now that the fighting has ended.